This is a clip from the Chris Break Show podcast. You're the official voice double of Morgan Freeman? Like, that's insane to me. Like, how does that even happen, and what does that even mean?
Yeah, well, one of the things that I do as a voice actor is voice matching or voice doubling, or as they call it, ADR, or automated dialogue replacement. All that means is, you know, if the actor drops an F-bomb and they want to put it on television, I'm the guy they call in to, you know, turn that word into, like, you know, fudge or flip or frick or something like that.
Who else do you do that with?
Really anybody that they need. You know, what happened once is I went in to do the TV version of the movie Tropic Thunder. And they said, all we want you to do, you're just going to do Matthew McConaughey. What's going on? Everything all right over there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, I thought it sounded like there was some commotion. I said, it sounded like, did someone break in? You guys all right?
No, we just had to pause for station identification.
Oh, my God. Where are we right now? Are we on?
We are
live?
We are in Indianapolis in the Chris Break Show podcast. No, that was not station identification.
That was not station identification. Because I was going to say, if you fuckers are sponsored and my podcast is not, then I'm going to have some strong words.
I gotta figure out how to do that, because I noticed you don't have ads. A lot of these podcasts have ads, you know, all sorts of sponsorship running on top of them. And yours,
dude, I gotta figure out how to get people to even listen to my goddamn podcast. I mean, I don't know who I gotta murder, but it's like people are so lazy. I think that's the problem. But we'll get to that in a minute. What I want to say is, before the break-in, before you guys had a theft of some sort happen there, Tropic Thunder, they called me and they said, we just want you to do Matthew McConaughey. That's all you're coming in for. All right. Sounds good. All right. So I come in and I do all of Matthew McConaughey lines that require replacing swear words. And they said, you know, our Nick Nolte guy couldn't make it today. So could you give it a shot? So I'm like, you know, all right, I'll give it a shot. You watch me, you know, I'm fucking Nick Nolte. You know, I'm doing that. So the engineer guy, I turn around because, you know, when you're doing ADR, you're in this, for those who have never done it, you're basically in a movie theater with all of the seats removed. Imagine you're standing in the middle of, like, the middle row of seats, but the seats are gone. It's just you and a microphone and a script and this massive screen, and you hear the voice of God say, all right, let's take it again. Here we go, take 3. Like that, you know, so you have to match the mouth to your voice and do it correctly. And so I turn around and I just did the Nick Nolte, and the engineer, like, the cigar's falling out of his mouth. And he's like, holy shit, we don't even need Nick Nolte. So then they said, can you do Tom Cruise? I don't remember how the hell I did this one, so I'm not going to do it. But they said, somehow I did Tom Cruise as less. Then they said, can you do Robert Downey Jr.? But the trick was, it had to be Robert Downey Jr. as Mel Lazarus, who is Australian. And then it has to be Robert Downey Jr. as Mel Lazarus, as the other guy going, oh, you're a dude disguised as another dude playing a dude, and all. So when it got to saying the part where you had to say full retard, you can't say retard apparently on television, so they had to say full on out.
Full on out.
So now I got to go. You can't never go full on out. So you never go full on out. So what I'm trying to say is, I went in to do one character. I did like 5, and I walked out with a much bigger paycheck. And that's kind of how it goes. You know, I just kind of listen to those things and just do it.
From the Chris Break Show podcast.